Wake up. It's time to stop sharing your dreams. Yeah, you heard me right. I said stop sharing those big, beautiful dreams of yours. Why? Because they're precious, they're powerful, and they're all yours. You got dreams inside you, don't you? Dreams that light you up, that make your heart race, that give you goosebumps just thinking about them. Maybe it's starting your own business, writing a book, traveling the world, or changing lives. Whatever it is, those dreams are the fuel that keeps you going. That gets you out of bed in the morning. That makes you push through the tough times. But here's the things, aren't for everyone, they're for you. They're your secret weapon, your hidden superpower. And when you start sharing them left and right, you're giving away your power. You're letting other people in on your secret. And guess what? Not everyone deserves to know. Now, I'm not saying keep your dreams locked up and evolve forever. No, that's not it at all. What I'm saying is be selective, be choosy, be downright picky about who you let into your dream circle. Because the moment you start sharing your dreams with just anyone, you open yourself up to something dangerous, other people's opinions. See, people love to give opinions. They love to tell you what they think, whether you ask for it or not. And when it comes to your dreams, those opinions can be like poison. They can plant seeds of doubt. They can make you second-guess yourself. They can even make you give up before you've even started. You felt it before, haven't you? That excitement when you first come up with a big idea, that rush of possibility. And then you tell someone, maybe a friend, maybe a family member, and, oh, that's nice, or worse, are you sure about that? And just like that, the wind's out of your sails. Your dream balloon's got a slow leak. But here's the kicker. Most of the time, those people aren't trying to bring you down. They're not evil dream crushers out to ruin your life. No, they're just average. They're living in their own little bubble, seeing the world through their own limited lens. And when you share your big, bold, beautiful dream with them, it doesn't fit into their worldview. It scares them, it makes them uncomfortable, so they try to shrink it down to size to make it fit into their small thinking. And that's why you've got to keep those dreams close to your chest. You've got to protect them like they're the most valuable thing you own, because they are. Your dreams are the blueprint for your future. They're the roadmap to your best life. And you wouldn't hand out copies of your house keys to every person you meet on the street, would you? So why would you do that with your dreams? Now, I can hear some of you thinking, but what about support? What about encouragement? Don't I need that? And you're right, you do. But here's the secret. You don't need as much of it as you think. The most important support, the most crucial encouragement, it's got to come from right here inside you. You've got to be your own biggest fan, your own loudest cheerleader. You've got to wake up every morning, look in the mirror and say, I believe in you. I believe in this dream. We're going to make it happen. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what anyone else thinks. It's about what you think, what you believe, what you're willing to do to make your dreams a reality. When you start believing yourself, when you start treating your dreams like the precious gems they are, something magical happens. You start taking action. You start moving forward. You start making progress, even if it's just baby steps at first. See, there's power in secrecy. There's strength in keeping your cards close to your chest. When you're not constantly seeking validation from others, when you're not always looking for someone else to tell you your dream is good enough, you free up all that energy to actually work on your dream. Think about it. How much time have you spent explaining your dreams to other people? How many hours have you wasted trying to convince someone else that your idea is worth pursuing? Now imagine if you took all that time and energy and poured it directly into your... Imagine the progress you could make. But it's not just about time and energy. It's about mindset. When you stop sharing your dreams with everyone, you start to develop a quiet confidence. You start to trust yourself more. You start to believe in your own judgment, your own instincts. And that, my friends, is where true success comes from. Now, I'm not saying you should never tell anyone about your dreams. That's not it at all. What I'm saying is be strategic, be intentional. Share your dreams only with those who have earned the right to hear them. Share them with people who will lift you up, not drag you down. Share them with people who will push you to be better, not people who will try to keep you small. There's a little secret. The best people to share your dreams with are often the ones who are chasing big dreams of their own. They're the ones who understand the fire in your belly, the restlessness in your soul. They're the ones who will nod and say, yeah, I get it. Now, what are you going to do about it? But even then, even with those dream allies, you don't need to spill everything. Keep some of the magic to yourself. Keep some of the details private, because there's power in that privacy. There's strength in that secrecy. Think about the great achievers throughout history, the inventors, the entrepreneurs, the artists who changed the world. Do you think they went around telling everyone about their big ideas before they made them happen? No way. They kept quiet. They worked in secret. They let their results do the talking. Take Thomas Edison. Do you think he was running around telling everyone he was going to invent the light bulb? No. He was in his workshop trying and failing and trying again. And when he finally succeeded, he didn't need to tell anyone about his dream. He just flipped the switch and the world lit up. Or think about Steve Jobs. When he was working on the first iPhone, do you think he was posting about it on social media? Of course not. He kept it under wraps. He kept it secret, and when he finally revealed it to the world, it was a revolution. That's the power of keeping your dreams to yourself. When you don't share them, you don't give anyone the chance to steal your thunder. You don't give anyone the opportunity to copy your idea or water down your vision. You keep the element of surprise on your side, but it's not just about protecting your ideas from others, it's about protecting them from yourself. See, there's this weird quirk in human psychology where we talk about our goals. When we share our dreams, our brains get a little hit of satisfaction. It's like we've already accomplished something just by talking about it. And that can be dangerous, because that little hit of satisfaction can make us less likely to actually do the work. We've already gotten some of the good feelings, so we're less motivated to push through the hard stuff. We've already gotten some of the recognition, so we're less driven to earn the real. It's like if you're training for a marathon, you don't go around telling everyone you're going to win before you've even started training. No, you keep your head down, you put in the miles, you do the work, and then when race day comes, you let your performance speak for itself. That's how you need to treat your dreams. Like you're training for the biggest race of your life, because in a way you are. Your dreams are your personal Olympics, your own World Cup, and you don't need a stadium full of spectators cheering you on during practice. You just need to show up day after day and put in the work. And you stop sharing your dreams. When you stop seeking constant validation from others, you start to develop a deeper connection with yourself. You start to trust your own voice more than the noise of the crowd. You start to believe in your own vision even when no one else can see it yet. That's where true confidence comes from, not from other people's approval, not from likes on social media, not from pats on the back. Real, unshakable confidence comes from knowing that you're doing the work, that you're making progress, that you're inching closer to your dreams every single day, whether anyone else knows it or not. And let me tell you, there's nothing more powerful than that kind of quiet confidence. It's like having a secret superpower. You walk into a room and people can sense it. They can feel that you've got something special going on, even if they don't know what it is. That's the kind of energy that opens doors, that creates opportunities, that makes people want to be around you. But here's the catch. To get that kind of confidence, you've got to be willing to go it alone sometimes. You've got to be okay with being misunderstood. You've got to be comfortable with people thinking you're a little bit crazy, a little bit different. Because the truth is, if your dreams don't scare some people, if they don't make some people uncomfortable, then they're probably not big enough. Real dreams, the kind that change lives and shake up the world, they're not meant to make everyone comfortable. They're meant to push boundaries. They're meant to challenge the status quo. And that means not everyone's going to get it. Not everyone's going to be on board, and that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's necessary. Because if everyone understood your dream, if everyone thought it was a great idea right from the start, then someone else would probably already be doing it. The fact that some people don't get it, that some people think it's impossible or impractical or just plain weird, that's a good sign. It means you're onto something new, something innovative, something that has the potential to really make a difference. But here's the thing. You've got to be strong enough to hold on to that dream. Even when it feels like you're the only one who believes in it, you've got to be brave enough to keep going, even when the doubters and the naysayers are loud. And the best way to do that, Keep your dream close. Keep it protected. Don't let just anyone in on your big plans. Think of your dream like a seed. When you first plant it, it's delicate. It needs protection. It needs the right environment to grow. If you dig it up every day to show people, if you let everyone poke and prod at it, it's never going to take root. It's never going to grow into the mighty oak it has the potential to become. No, you've got to give that seed time. You've got to nurture it in private. You've got to water it with your sweat, fertilize it with your effort, protect it from the harsh winds of criticism and doubt. And only when it's strong enough, only when it started to sprout and show its true potential, then you can start to share it with the world. But even then, be careful. Be selective, because not everyone deserves to see your dream in full bloom. Not everyone has earned the right to stand in the shade of your success. Save that for the ones who believed in you from the start, for the ones who supported you even when they couldn't see the full picture, for the ones who trusted in your vision even when it seemed impossible. These are little secrets. The people who really matter, the ones who are truly on your side, they don't need you to constantly update them on your progress. They don't need you to prove anything to them. They believe in you, period. They trust that you're doing the work, that you're moving forward, that you're making it happen. Those are the people you want in your corner. Those are the people who deserve to be part of your dream journey. Not the doubters, not the skeptics, not the ones who are always asking, are you sure about this? No. Save your energy for the believers, for the supporters, for the ones who say, I don't know how you're going to do it, but I know you will. You don't know anyone to play-by-play of your dream journey? You don't need to share every setback, every small victory, every twist and turn along the way. Keep some of that for yourself. Let it fuel you. Let it drive you forward when things get tough. Because make no mistake, things will get tough. Chasing a big dream isn't for the faint of heart. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. There will be days when you doubt yourself. There will be times when you want to give up. There will be moments when it feels like the whole world is against you. And in those moments, you know what's not going to help. A chorus of voices telling you to be realistic, to play it safe, to settle for less. What's going to help is that fire in your belly, that unwavering belief in your vision, that quiet determination that says, I'm going to make this happen no matter what. That's why you've got to protect your dream. That's why you've got to be selective about who you let into your inner circle. Because when the going gets tough, you need to be surrounded by people who lift you up, not people who drag you down. You need to be in an environment that fuels your fire, not one that tries to extinguish it. And sometimes the best way to create that environment is to keep your dreams to yourself, to work in silence, to let your success make the noise. Think about it like this. When you're building something great, when you're working on something revolutionary, do you want a bunch of people looking over your shoulder, offering their 2 cents at every turn? Or do you want the space to experiment, to try new things, to fail and learn, and grow without an audience? The greatest achievements in history, the biggest leaps forward for humanity, they didn't happen in the spotlight. They happened in labs, in garages, in quiet rooms where someone dared to think differently, where someone had the courage to pursue a vision that no one else could see yet. And that's what you're doing with your dream. You're not just chasing some fleeting goal. You're not just trying to make a quick buck or get a moment of fame. No, you're building something bigger than that. You're creating something that has the potential to change lives, to make a real difference in the world. But to do that, you need focus. You need dedication. You need the ability to tune out the noise and listen to your own inner voice. And that becomes a whole lot harder when you're constantly sharing your dreams with the world, when you're always looking for validation from others. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a pact with yourself right now. Promise yourself that for the next month, you're not going to share your big dream with anyone new. You're not going to post about it on social media. You're not going to bring it up at family dinners or nights out with friends. Instead, you're going to channel all that energy into actually working on your dream. You're going to spend that time you would have used explaining your vision to others on actually bringing that vision to life. You're going to invest those hours you might have spent defending your ideas against skeptics into refining and improving those ideas. And I promise you, At the end of that month, you're going to feel different. You're going to feel more focused, more driven, more in tune with your own vision. You're going to have made more progress than you ever thought possible. And you're going to have a newfound appreciation for the power of keeping your dreams close. The world doesn't need to hear about your dreams. The world needs to see them come to life. The world doesn't need your words. It needs your actions. It needs your creations, your innovations, your unique contributions. So stop talking about what you're going to do and start doing it. Stop seeking permission from others to pursue your dreams and stop waiting for someone else to validate your vision and start validating it yourself through your actions, your effort, your unwavering commitment. Remember, every great achievement started as a dream in someone's mind. Every world-changing invention, every paradigm-shifting discovery, every revolutionary business, it all began with someone daring to dream big. But it didn't stop there. It didn't become reality because that person went around telling everyone about their dream. It became reality because that person rolled up their sleeves and got to work. That's what separates the dreamers from the doers. That's what distinguishes those who wish from those who accomplish. It's not about who has the biggest dreams or the grandest visions. It's about who's willing to put in the work day in and day out, often in silence, often without recognition, to turn those dreams into reality. And that's what I'm challenging you to do today. I'm challenging you to be a doer, not just a dreamer. I'm challenging you to guard your dreams fiercely, to protect them like the precious gifts they are. I'm challenging you to stop seeking validation from others and start validating yourself through your actions. Because at the end of the day, your dreams aren't just about you. They're about the impact you can have on the world. They're about the lives you can change, the problems you can solve, the difference you can make. And the world doesn't need to hear about that potential impact. The world needs to feel it. So go forth and dream big. Dream bold. Dream in Technicolor, but don't just dream, do. Work hard, push yourself, overcome obstacles. Prove the doubters wrong, not with your words, but with your results. And when you finally achieve that big dream, when you finally turn that vision into reality, then you can share it with the world. Then you can stand up and say, look what I've done. And trust me, the impact will be so much greater than if you'd been talking about it all along. Because there's something magical that happens when you surprise the world with your achievements. When you unveil something amazing that no one saw coming, it's like a bolt of lightning. It electrifies people. It inspires them. It makes them believe that anything is possible. And isn't that what we all want? To inspire others? To show them what's possible when you believe in yourself, when you're willing to work hard, when you're brave enough to chase your dreams even when no one else can see them. That's the real power of keeping your dreams to yourself. It's not just about protecting your ideas or avoiding negativity. It's about creating the space for something truly extraordinary to emerge. It's about giving yourself the freedom to experiment, to take risks, to fail and try again without the weight of other people's expectations. Think about the great artists throughout history. Do you think they showed everyone their half-finished paintings, their rough drafts, their works in progress? No, they worked in private, honing their craft, perfecting their vision. And when they finally revealed their masterpieces to the world, it was a revelation. That's the kind of impact you can have when you stop sharing your dreams and start living them. When you focus on the work instead of the talk. When you let your actions speak louder than your words. But I get it. Keeping your dreams to yourself isn't easy. We live in a world of constant sharing, of instant gratification, of likes and comments and constant feedback. It can feel strange, even uncomfortable, to keep something so important to yourself. You might feel isolated at times. You might doubt yourself. You might be tempted to seek validation, to ask for opinions, to share your progress with the world. And that's okay. Those feelings are normal. They're part of the journey. But here's what I want you to do when those feelings come up. I want you to take a deep breath. Close your eyes and picture your dream in vivid detail. See it, feel it, taste it. Let it fill you up from the inside out. Let it remind you why you started on this journey in the first place. And then instead of sharing that dream with someone else, share it with yourself. Write it down, draw it, create a vision board. Do whatever you need to do to make it real for you, because at the end of the day, that's what matters most. Your belief in your dream, your commitment to making it happen. Remember, every moment you spend talking about your dream is a moment you're not spending working on it. Every ounce of energy you use seeking validation from others is energy you're not using to validate yourself through action. So make a choice. Choose action over words. Choose progress over validation. And here's the beautiful thing. When you make that choice, when you commit to working on your dreams in private, something amazing starts to happen. You start to build a deep, unshakable confidence in yourself and your abilities. It's a different kind of confidence than what you get from other people's approval. It's stronger, more resilient, because it comes from knowing that you're putting in the work, that you're making progress, that you're inching closer to your goals every single day, whether anyone else can see it or not. That kind of confidence, it changes you. It changes how you carry yourself, how you interact with the world. People can sense it, even if they don't know what you're working on. They can feel that you've got something special going on. And when you finally do reveal your achievement to the world, when you finally do share what you've been working on, it's not going to be with nervous energy seeking approval. It's going to be with the quiet assurance of someone who knows their worth, who has put in the work, who has already validated themselves. That's the power of keeping your dreams to yourself. That's the magic that happens when you choose to work in silence and let your success make the noise. So I challenge you right here, right now. Take your biggest dream, your most audacious goal, and lock it away in your heart. Guard it fiercely. Protect it from the doubters, the naysayers, the small thinkers. Don't let anyone else's limited vision dim the brightness of your dream. Instead, channel all that energy, all that passion into action. Wake up every day and do something, anything, to move closer to your goal. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be progress. Maybe it's spending an extra hour practicing your craft. Maybe it's making one more sales call. Maybe it's writing one more page, coding one more function, designing one more prototype. Whatever it is, do it with all your heart. Do it with the knowledge that every small step is bringing you closer to your big dream. And as you're doing this, as you're putting in the work day after day, I want you to pay attention to how you feel. Notice the sense of purpose that fills you. Notice the pride that comes from knowing you're not just talking about your dreams, you're actually pursuing. Feel the strength that comes from keeping your own counsel, from trusting your own judgment. Embrace the freedom that comes from not needing anyone else's approval or understanding. And when times get tough, when you face setbacks or obstacles, don't rush to share your struggles with the world. Instead, turn inward. Remind yourself why you started this journey. Reconnect with your vision. Let it fuel you. Let it drive you forward. Because here's the truth. The only person who needs to believe in your dream is you. The only approval you need is your own. The only validation that really matters is the kind you give yourself every time you choose to keep going. Every time you choose to do the work, every time you choose your dream over your doubts. So stop sharing your dreams and start living them. Stop talking about what you're going to do and start doing it. Stop waiting for the world to tell you that your dream is valid and start proving its validity through your actions, your dedication, your unwavering commitment. Remember, the world doesn't need more dreamers. The world needs more doers. The world needs people who are willing to roll up their sleeves, put in the work, and turn their visions into reality. The world needs you. Not your words about what you might do someday, but your actions, your creations, your unique contributions. So go forth and dream big. Dream bold. Dream in Technicolor. But don't just dream. Do. Work hard. Push yourself. Overcome obstacles. Prove the doubters wrong, not with your words, but with your results. Keep your dreams close. Guard them fiercely. Nurture them in private. And when the time is right, when you've put in the work, when you've turned that dream into a reality, then you can share it with the world. And trust me, the impact will be so much greater than if you'd been talking about it all along. Because in the end, it's not about who has the biggest dreams or who talks the best game. It's about who has the courage to chase those dreams, the determination to overcome obstacles, and the wisdom to know that true success doesn't need to be announced. It announces itself. So stop sharing your dreams and start making them happen. The world is waiting. Not for your words, but for your work. Not for your plans, but for your impact. Not for what you say you'll do someday, but for what you're doing right now. Your dream is a seed. Plant it deep. Water it with your effort. Nurture it with your dedication. Protect it from the harsh winds of doubt and criticism. And when it's ready, when it's grown strong and tall, when it's bloomed into something beautiful and impactful, then you can invite the world to stand in its shade. But until then, keep it close. Keep it safe. Keep it yours. Because that dream, that vision, that burning desire to create something amazing, that's your superpower. That's your secret weapon. That's the thing that's going to change your life and maybe even change the world. So guard it. Cherish it. And most importantly, act on it every single day. Because that's how dreams become reality. That's how visions become innovations. That's how you become the person you've always known you could be. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And that step doesn't need an audience. It doesn't need applause. It just needs to be taken. So take that step today, right now. Move forward on your dream, even if it's just a tiny bit. And tomorrow, take another step. And the day after that, another. Keep moving forward. Keep making progress. Keep turning that dream into reality. And before you know it, you'll look up and realize you've traveled further than you ever thought possible. So go forth and conquer. Go forth and create. Go forth and make your dreams a reality. The world is waiting, not for your words, but for your work, not for your dreams, but for what you do with them.